That's right. I am your Lord, here with Will Keys, and we are back for the weekly Pick'ems. The only weekly Pick'em show that we don't do every week, and we don't even know which weeks we're going to do them.
I don't even know the games this week.
Will doesn't know the games. I don't know how football works, but that's why you're here. It's early, way too early for Will. Usually when I'm doing GPS, so this is normal for me. We're going to pick every game this week. We're going to check in on the results. And just want to say thank you to everyone on Patreon who's playing against us in the weekly Pick'ems. Even if I don't get the video up, still making the Pick'ems. Last week was not good. That was just a bizarre week. We got the Broncos right. But I did not get
what matters, right? That's the one that matters.
That's all that matters. So let's just jump right into this and see what we get. All right, so we're currently in 68th place in the Pick'ems, Will. So like I said, we only got seven games correct last week. So about half. Then we got Ryan and Taylor. Look at that. Taylor in first place there. Ooh, just one game behind. Ooh, did Ryan forget to pick a game? Is that the secret to sneaking in the first spot?
You can't lose a game if you don't pick it.
That's right. We got Green Monkey. Corey, John, Juan, David. Look at these. Nick hanging in there. Luke. Nice, Luke. So, yeah, a lot of you guys are doing well. Let's see. Where are we at? How far do we got to go to get to 68? Are we a third pager? Oh, Kevin. What are you doing, Kevin?
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin. The Packers aren't good, and Kevin doesn't know ball anymore.
It's funny how, like, your team sucking for the first time will just completely change your perception of the entire league.
That's right. Here we are.
68. Everybody who's below us, you suck. Everybody who's above us, you're cheating.
Yeah, I agree. Let's
just
see
kidding.
Here.
You're all terrific.
Okay. Why do I never know how to navigate this?
You of all people should know how to navigate.
Yes. All right. So look, I got Bears. You didn't pick with me. I think I did this on GPS. Colts, Steelers, off to a hot start. I was Texans, and then wrong. Got
the Lions.
Did get the Lions. That was
picked the Cards. Or no, you picked the Falcons. Interesting. Yeah. I would have picked the Cardinals.
I should have. They just looked really bad. I know they were getting Kyler, but he looked really good in terms of like his knee being solid.
Oh, yeah. They took their time getting him back, and it paid off.
Yeah. His first like scramble, I was like, oh shit, he's fine.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
And
he's fast.
Doing just all right.
All right, so let's pick these games. Oh man, look at this.
Great Thursday night game. Good job by the NFL here.
Yeah.
I love Amazon. I love Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
They did a nice job getting a good divisional game this late in the season.
Sometimes
Bengals and Ravens.
I think Amazon should sell little Jeff Bezos bobblehead dolls.
Yeah.
But the top of his head is actually a football. And you lick it, and Amazon collects your DNA, and then they send you just things that you need based on your DNA.
Bold of you to assume they don't already collect your DNA.
That is bold. That is very bold.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an interesting game. 70% taking Baltimore. Both teams coming off of losses. Both teams got a couple key injuries. So, I think Sam Hubbard's out for the Bengals. Staley and I forget who else for the Ravens.
Stanley?
Ronnie Stanley. Sorry.
Brandon Staley's out for the Ravens.
Brandon Staley.
He's never played for the
Staley.
Ravens.
None of them are playing for the Ravens. I don't know how to pick this game.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
My gut
coming
says
off
the
of losses.
Bengals.
I like the Bengals too here.
And I usually don't like the road team on a short week.
No. Yeah, I mean, part of me thinks like, I mean, I saw your higher lower from yesterday, and you were apparently predicting a kind of a rough and tumble, low scoring game. Both quarterbacks under lower shit. And the only guy higher is Mark Andrews for some reason.
Yeah.
But I love when you pick the quarterback lower, but their best receiver higher.
Well, it's going to happen one time.
Well, that's why you're doing so well.
Fuck it, Bengals. Yeah. I'm taking the Bengals.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
So, and I don't feel good. Look at this. Oh God, I hate the AFC North and how hard it is to pick. One of these teams are very good.
I was talking to the LTB, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, and just kind of hypothesizing, like a couple of these AFC teams just have to crash and burn.
Yeah,
the second half of the season, which would be nice because then the Broncos could rise up the rankings a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard to win 3 games in a row and still be in last place. That's where the Broncos are right now.
Yeah, I think they're like 14th in the AFC, right?
Yeah. We're there. Okay. DTR going to start for the Browns, so that's kind of big.
Yep.
Over PJ Walker. He's getting more time to prepare for this start. I like that. In his first start, he did not look good, but that was against the Ravens. But I also don't like a guy having to go against Steelers defense either.
No, didn't they tell him he's going to start like the morning of?
Yeah, that Ravens game was kind of a mess.
That's not good.
I think that's just wash it away with your sins, Cleveland.
Everything is telling me the Steelers should win.
Yeah,
and therefore,
you want to pick the Browns?
Part of me that thinks the Browns will win.
All right.
I don't know though.
I think the Steelers
can't bank on DTR until we see it.
Yeah, let's not guess against our brains.
No,
so, Steelers, Lions. That's easy for me.
Sure.
Fields should be back though, so
they're not rolling with a secret Bajet man the rest of the year.
No, we got the dislocated thumb is healthy apparently. Chargers. Oh my God, this is the most Chargers game to lose that there is. Their offense looked great. They threw a lot of touchdowns, points. They still lost to the Lions.
Yeah, great game.
But you're like, you know what? The Chargers are they're putting it together, which to me means they're going to lose to the Packers. But I think the Packers are not good, so I will take Chargers.
Yeah, I feel like everything the media said about Justin Herbert for 3 years, it was true against the Lions. Like he was incredible, and he just had bad luck.
Yeah. He has the arm talent, all the arm talent.
Sure does.
And does he have the clutch gene? I'm 50-50 on it.
I don't know.
He's got evidence that he is clutch, and he's got evidence that he's not clutch.
Someone send his DNA to Amazon. We'll figure it out.
Get Bezos in on it. Yeah. Raiders come back to reality.
Yeah. I mean, out of the teams that are going to fall apart in the AFC, the Raiders have to eventually, right?
Yeah, Achane will be back.
Achane's back. Okay.
Achane should be back. O'Connell going against Fangio. Give me them Dolphins.
For sure.
Yeah, I like the Commanders here as well. They got to start Tommy DeVito one more. How tragic is it that Tyrod Taylor was playing better than Dan Jones? He could have maybe kept some semblance of not even competency, but like respectability for the Giants. And then he's hurt. And no knock on Tommy DeVito. I do not want his family coming after me. I will be rooting for the Italian Stallion.
Yeah,
but the Giants are just such a mess. And then they can't even start their backup. They got to just keep rolling with the third string guy. Not good. So Commanders.
Yeah, Sam Howell's been really impressive.
Yeah.
The last couple weeks.
I was in the power rank. What was the power rankings? Yeah, I don't know what to me, the biggest mystery team is the Commanders this offseason. Like, we think Rivera's gone, but do they just promote within, move Bieniemy to head coach? If they don't do that, then Bieniemy probably gone. And I think he's a big reason that Sam Howell's succeeding and playing well. So they've got an interesting predicament, I think, heading into the offseason.
Yeah, could be the Dark Lord, Bill Belichick. That's the rumor.
Rumor is there and the Chargers. That was the yesterday. Chargers for Belichick.
Chargers.
Which actually makes way more sense than Washington in terms of a football thing. Like, Belichick going to the place where there is for sure a good quarterback. And pieces on defense to work with. But anyway, Belichick versus Sean Payton and Andy Reid. That's fun.
And Antonio Pierce.
Hey.
Could be Jim Harbaugh. Who knows?
Good God.
I mean.
Yeah. Give us the most stacked coaching division.
Sure.
Give us the biggest egos. The biggest swinging wieners.
It's going to be like, I mean, outside of Andy Reid, there'd be like 10 post-game handshake incidents every year.
Yep. All right, Cowboys over Panthers. We're working on a Bryce Young episode. And easy. Wow.
Wow.
See, the Titans are funny. Nobody thinks they're good. And they're in the QB transition phase. Will Levis hasn't played well outside of his first game. But
he was
the Jags
against the Steelers, but he did come back to earth.
Yeah. This is not a 95-5, but
no.
I need to see something from Trevor Lawrence in this game. And the Titans have a good defense, and this is why they're in close games. And Trevor Lawrence needs to ascend. He needs to show us that he's the dude, because he's been.
Always feels like he's just kind of holding back a little bit.
He's whelming. He's whelming me.
He is absolutely. That's the word for it. Whelming. I want to see more out of the Titans run game.
Yeah. All right. Oof. Wow. Okay. 91% going Houston. Cardinals look better with Kyler. I'll give them that. But yeah, I'm not betting against CJ right now.
Kind of a trap game, but I'll take CJ as well.
Yeah. The thing that we kind of overlooked, right, is Nico Collins was out. And that's why Noah Brown's been going off. And yeah, I think that's just one more piece of evidence of how well CJ Stroud's playing.
That's why he reminds me of Manning. It just doesn't matter who his receivers are. Manning, I remember in 2010 was throwing to Blair White, and now Stroud is making a number one receiver out of Nico Collins and Noah Brown. Yeah.
And Tank Dell's in there, and it's and maybe Tank Dell's really good, maybe Nico Collins really good.
Yeah, no, they're good. They just the stats weren't there until this year.
Yeah, no, I agree. And Noah Brown had a couple nice games with Dak, but last 2 weeks, it's CJ Stroud evidence. He's got the composure of Manning, the understanding, I feel of the game as Manning, but he's got a better arm than Peyton ever had. Pure arm talent.
Peyton was ripping it in the early days, the Colts, but
no, I know, but never like this.
No, probably not. He's more athletic for sure.
Yeah, Peyton, to me, his arm was always kind of more like Tua's to me, but a bit stronger, obviously. But it's just the ball just gets there and it gets where it's supposed to be.
His arm was pretty. Purely a result of perfect mechanics.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll go the Niners here.
Yeah, good bounce back for the 49ers last week.
Yeah.
Needed that one.
Bucks are still one of those weird, sneaky teams. I think it'll be a closer game than 97-3.
The Bucks are just be bad, right?
Yeah.
You'd rather be I don't know. It's hard to say that when you're 4-5, you still got a chance, but
Yeah, what happens
what do they
Baker
do
after the season?
Right. They feel like a trade up candidate for me.
The Bucks?
Yeah. I feel like they're probably in that desperation zone for a quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, they're currently picking 11th, which is ahead of the Broncos, who are at 13th in the draft right now. So we're in no man's land.
Another 10 years of Russ.
Yeah. Russ, the most over-criticized and over-praised quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
He is Schrodinger's quarterback.
He is, yeah. I'm starting to embrace and love it. And
I guess this is what, like, maybe I just didn't watch enough Seahawks games closely for
we didn't.
10 years.
No,
they were always kind of that afternoon red zone team.
Yeah.
And you didn't see and you're always like, wow, this guy's stats are just incredible.
Yeah. And you got like 2 highlights. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah, which is exactly what happened.
He gives you 2 highlight plays.
Yeah.
Solid he's very good in the red zone, doesn't make mistakes.
Yeah.
But I saw his sack there was a sack percentage stat out there. And it was Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Russell Wilson. They'd all been pressured a lot. It was like 27, 29, and 30% of the snaps. I think Russ was the most. He took the longest to throw the football, and he has like 20 more sacks than either of those quarterbacks. Yeah. So his protection is arguably just a little bit better, and he turns that pressure into mistakes much more frequently than those guys. Does not live to fight another down, and that is his crutch.
That's for sure. Yeah. It is so bizarre that the offense is just full quick passing game. And like you said in the video, like he's still holding on to the ball for 8, 9, 10 seconds at a time.
Yeah, and for how long he's been in the league, there's just no excuse for it. But like Peyton knows it. He knows Russ ain't changing, and that's why they're going to run the ball 35 to 40 times a game if they can. All right, Bills Jets. This is a tough game for the Bills after that loss to the Broncos. The Jets beat them in improbable fashion. We forget walk-off punt.
Yeah, feels like a long time ago, doesn't it?
It does. I was looking through my shorts last night to see like which ones did well because I just forget to check after they go up. And I was like, holy fuck, Jets win on walk-off punt. I was like, I forgot that even happened. Oh,
I don't think that happens again. Maybe we'll get a little boost from Joe Brady. Joe Brady was Joe Burrow's offensive coordinator, 2019 LSU, and he set all those records.
Nice.
NFL's a little harder. He's also the Panthers offensive coordinator and got fired from there. But
yeah, it's tough, man.
He's got experience.
Tough job.
Sure is.
All right, I'll take the Bills. I thought their backs were against the wall last week, and they almost won. 12 men on the field away from winning, but they fucked themselves.
I'm tired of that excuse, though. Yeah. You just can't put 12 guys on the field. I'm sorry, that's illegal.
It is illegal. It caused us to miss the kick, as you pointed out.
Yep.
All right. Dang. Seahawks are a interesting team. I've not given them. Every time I start to say and talk about like what they do well, they lose. So I'm gonna ignore it here.
Stafford back for the Rams? Do we know?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay, I'll pick the Rams then.
Sure.
Yeah. Sorry, Seahawks. Look at this. 72% taking Minnesota.
I love it.
Oh my God.
Keep it going.
This is the most. We don't understand the NFL picks that I've seen. Wow. And I don't disagree with it. I don't disagree that there's a 72% chance the Vikings could win.
I disagree.
I also think there's a 72% chance the Broncos can win.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't equal 100%, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, that's why we're so good at math.
Yep. I'm taking Denver, though. 3 in a row? How many other teams have won 3 in a row right now?
Not a ton.
Let's see here. We got Where's Broncos? Vikings have 5. Fuck. The Vikings, the Eagles, and the Broncos are on the longest win streaks. I think just by probability that goes against Minnesota. Love Josh Dobbs. Just feel like, well, did they get Jefferson back? Is he back this week?
I was wondering the same thing. That's obviously a big one.
Yeah.
You'd like to see, if he is, you'd like to see Surtain line up against him.
Yep.
But who knows? I think this is going to be such an exciting crowd. If I got to be at a game this year, I would love to be at this one.
This would be fun.
Yeah.
If the Vikings win, I won't be mad at you, Minnesota. But I think Denver wins this.
Do we think that being in the thin air gives a rocket scientist / astronaut like Josh Dobbs an advantage?
Yeah, I do.
That worries me a little bit.
Yeah. He's used to breathing zero gravity air.
Yeah.
How thin is that?
I think he understands the physics on throwing a football in the altitude.
All right. He really does. Where's the Vikings run defense? They are 98.8 yards per game, so they're pretty good against the run, and I think that's how
they don't run the ball well. They blitz a lot.
So yeah, that's the Denver's key is running.
Oh, you better believe they're going to do it.
They're going to, even if it's not working. I'll stick with them.
I kind of like it. That they just stick to their guns. I do wish they would get a little bit more creative and maybe toss the ball, get outside the edge a little bit. It feels like every play is like just a dive or a trap, or they just run the ball squarely into Cushenberry's ass.
Yeah. I think also it's a little perplexing how many carries are going just to Javonte. I think, and don't get me wrong, I love it. Like we all love Javonte, but I think we saw Pirine make some plays last week, and we've been begging for Jaleel McLaughlin to get more carries. But I think it's more about figuring out kind of which back is working in each game. And you kind of got to spread those carries out a little bit early to see. And last week felt like a game where I feel like Pirine got more touches. He was the guy who would have had more success. But
Pirine's been so underrated.
And he had 1 carry last week. 2 of his plays were nice plays in the receiving game there, but they brought him in. I think they just need to use him more.
He's the 3rd leading receiver on the team, Pirine. Which is not like a great thing necessarily to have your backup running back as your 3rd leading receiver, but it's just a sign of where the offense is at.
Yeah. Oh, also, and I don't mean to call out DNVR Broncos, but I saw them post their top 5 players from the game, and they didn't have Cortland Sutton on the list, and they had Jerry Jeudy in there at 5.
Interesting.
I was
like, wait, that's correct at all.
It's like Sutton made one of the greatest plays this team's seen in years. How's the fuck?
Literally the most improbable catch that they've ever tracked.
Yeah.
But I guess he fumbled, whatever. I don't think the fumble is his fault, really.
No. And that was the one that was the underthrown ball by Russ that should have been a first down if Russ threw it correctly.
Yeah.
It resulted in a fumble. Yeah.
Threw it in a very fumbleable spot.
It was. Okay. We've got our Broncos talk out of the way.
Yep.
Oh, also, wait, last one. Jaquan McMillan, according to Pro Football Focus, 3rd best corner in the league. Pat Surtain ranked 26th, Will.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we just flip those guys and we're good.
I mean, look, I love that they're seeing what we see with McMillan, but to have Surtain that low, fuck off.
It just doesn't make sense. I mean, Chris Collinsworth will answer for his crimes eventually. Pro Football Focus is so weird.
It's because they have so many different people grading different scenarios, right?
I think we need to do like in the off season, like an expose on Pro Football Focus.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Get really like journalistic with it and like talk to sources and find out their secrets. Yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
Don't reveal it on air, but
I won't. I won't.
Maybe after.
Yeah, I think that we'll see for quarterbacks, if Collinsworth had his way, you know, they've got like all their different metrics. There would be a jizz stat for Collinsworth.
Yeah. Yes.
How much this QB makes me want to jizz while I'm watching them play. And we know Mahomes would be 100%, but I would be curious to see which other quarterbacks would make Chris Collinsworth jizz.
Josh Allen for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the jizz index is high on Josh Allen as well.
The Jizz Dex.
JZX
is what it's listed at.
Yeah, on Wall Street, on the NASDAQ.
I got the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to win.
I think the Eagles too.
I think they're built to go against Kansas City's defense. And I'm not trying to take anything away from the Chiefs' defense, but the Eagles are their offense, their offensive line. They win on brute force and physicality.
Yeah.
And I just don't know how many teams the Chiefs have played this season that have that up front with Philly. So I think the Eagles should be able to run the ball if they want and make enough plays to give them the W. I do have concerns about Philly's defense this season, but they're coming off a bye, a little healthier. Maybe we see that interior pass rush look like, you know, what we've seen with Chris Jones and the Chiefs at times. And it's going to be a fun game. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I think all three primetime games this week are really good. Including our own.
Boom, boom, boom. All right. Those are our picks. Love them, hate them. That's what they are.
And they're going to be 100% correct this week.
Correct. I agree. Make sure to check out Will's YouTube channel, Will Sucks at Games. He just dropped a new video. Will, what was this video?
It's doing all right. I made the smallest possible player I could in NBA 2K24. It's doing all right.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, 22 minutes if you have a spare 22 minutes.
Boom. Well, this podcast is 27, so I'm assuming a lot of people stuck around this long do.
You better.
Only people with a lot of spare time make it this far into our pods, Will.
That's right.
That's why we're here for you. All right, good night.
And what was I supposed to say? John Elway played his entire career without a dick.
Yeah! Yeah! And good luck.